Imagine waking up 5 years from now and realizing your job didn't disappear overnight. It just slowly stopped paying enough to matter. No announcement, no email, just the quiet moment when you notice groceries feel heavier than your salary. That's the future most people are walking into without realizing it. Because the next 5 years won't be about good jobs or safe careers. They'll be about leverage. Who has it? And who doesn't? Here's the uncomfortable truth most finance videos won't tell you plainly. Hard work is becoming cheaper. Decision-making, interpretation, and control are becoming expensive. And skills decide which side you land on. Right now, we are standing in a strange moment. Technology is exploding. AI is everywhere. Markets feel unstable. And yet, most people are still preparing for a world that no longer exists. Degrees built for the past. Advice recycled from the 1990s. Promises that no longer match the math. This matters now because the economy is quietly rewiring itself. Not with a crash. Not with chaos. But with incentives. And incentives shape behavior faster than laws ever do. So let's slow this down and talk clearly. No hype. No learn this and get rich. Just how money actually flows, and which skills let you intercept it. First, understand the system you're operating in. Money doesn't reward effort. It rewards value that scales. If your output can only exist when you're present, your income hits a ceiling. Time-based work always does. The highest paid people aren't the hardest workers. They're the ones whose skills sit closest to leverage points in the system. Leverage looks boring on the surface. But it's everything. Code that runs while you sleep. Media that reaches millions without permission. Decisions that move capital instead of carrying boxes. Over the next 5 years, 3 forces will dominate money creation: automation, attention, and capital efficiency. Every skill that makes money will connect to at least one of those. Let's start with the least talked about, but most powerful one: the ability to translate complex systems into simple decisions. This isn't about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the clearest. As systems get more complicated, most people get overwhelmed. They freeze. They follow. They outsource thinking. The people who make money are the ones who can say, calmly, "This is what matters. This is what doesn't. This is the next move." Executives aren't paid to do tasks. They're paid to reduce uncertainty. Same with strategists, consultants, and operators. If you can compress chaos into decisions others trust, money follows you. Not because you're brilliant, but because you save time, risk, and confusion. Now comes a skill people misunderstand completely. Storytelling. Not the motivational kind. Narrative control. Every market runs on stories before it runs on numbers. Attention moves through narrative. And attention is the currency underneath money. That's why writing, scripting, and explaining ideas clearly quietly dominate income. Knowledge without distribution is invisible. And distribution doesn't reward shouting. It rewards resonance. This is infrastructure now, not art. Then there's the uncomfortable math most people avoid. Incomes grow slower than assets. They always have. That's why ownership, evaluation, and leverage matter more than wages. Not hype investing. Understanding systems that compound. The next 5 years won't be fair. They'll be efficient. And efficiency doesn't wait. So here's the real question. When the system shifts again, and it will your skills give you options? Or explanations? Because explanations don't pay. And the future doesn't wait for anyone to catch up.